Hi guys, I'm Lisa and I'm going to take you today for your Pilates for All class. So same as every week, we just need the space of a mat. So if you don't have a mat, just open your hands out wide left and right and turn so that you know that you have that much space around you. So that's all you need. You don't need any props today, okay? We're going to start standing. So once you have yourself set up, if you do have a mat, you're going to stand towards the end of the mat. If you don't have a mat, just stand back and make sure you have enough space in front of you. We're going to start with a lunge and reach. So you're going to step forward. You're going to, as you step forward into your lunge, reach your arms up, and then we're going to step back. We'll do opposite leg next. So we're going to step forward, knee over the ankle, lower down, arms up, and we're going to step back. Step and reach, and step back. So we're just going to start to warm up all around our ankle, knee and hip, and we're going to get a bit of movement into the shoulders there as well. So we're going to go for 4 more like this. Try and step your foot forward and just make sure that your knee is over your ankle before you lower down. And 3. Last 2. And then the last one, I want you to go forward and hold it there. So now in this position here, you can bring your hands to your hips, flatten your back foot down. So now I've got my knee over my ankle on my front foot and my knee under my hip on my back foot. I want to try and lengthen my spine, roll my shoulders away, hands around my hips. And what I'm going to do from here is just make sure my hips are square. And by square, I mean my hips are facing forward. So I'm forward in the hips and I'm just going to lean into the stretch. So I'm pressing my hip bones forward. Might not be a very big movement to start. I just want to start to open up that back hip. Pressing forward. And you can do a little pulse if you need to. Just rock the hips forward and back. And then we can lean a little further. Now send that front knee forward, as far forward as you can. And start to open that back hip a bit more. Roll back. And we go forward again. So sending that knee forward and out, because your thigh bone will naturally roll outwards when we're going into this position. So we're going to let it move there. And back. And then the last one, forward, out, and back. Now as you come back this time, we're going to lengthen our front leg. We're going to sit our bum back towards our back heel. Front leg as straight as you can manage. Feel that stretch up the back of that leg. Plant the foot, bring the knee forward, and then we'll go back again. Front leg straight, sit your bum back towards your heel, and then come forward again. We'll just start to wake up your hamstrings a little bit. We'll go for 3, for 2, and then we go last one, we'll hold it there. Leg straight, point the toe up towards the ceiling, bring the toe towards your face. Sit your bum back a little further now if you can. You can reach your hands forward and get a little stretch in your back as well. Hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it forward, come up onto the ball of the back foot, you can stand it up, and we'll bring it back. Now we'll do the other leg. So we're going to start with a few lunges again. Step forward, lunge and reach, sweep the hands back. It's a nice fluid movement now. You can step, float the hands up as you do, feel your spine lengthen as you step into that lunge. And we'll go for 3, for 2, last one, finish with that right foot forward, left foot back, and we'll come on to flat with the back foot. Front knee is over my ankle, back knee is down from my hip, and I'm going to make sure my hips are square. I've got my hands on my hips, roll my shoulders away, lengthen through my spine, and from here I'm just going to push my hips forwards, just gently. Try to keep my knee relatively in line with my ankle here, just a little push forward of the hips and back. And a little push forward and back. Now use your breath. You might like to exhale as you sink into the stretch. Inhale as you come back. Exhaling into that space. Inhaling to create that space. Now we'll go a bit further. We're going to send the knee forward and out. Open out that back hip. Front hip really gets to turn out. And back. And again, reach it forward. Knee forward and out. And back. And if you're kind of wobbly on your feet, spread your toes, plant your foot down into the mat or the ground. And you should feel that back hip getting a nice stretch now as well. Now next time as you come back, we can lengthen the front leg forward a bit more, sit your bum back towards your heels, and then come back forward, reach it forward. And then lean it back, front leg straight, bum towards your heel, and then back forward again. Hold it for 2 or 3 seconds in each position before moving back forward. Again, when you have that front leg straight, you want to be feeling the stretch all the way up the back of the leg. So I point my toe up, bring my toe towards my face, reach my hands towards my feet if I want a deeper stretch, and then come forward again. We'll go for 2 more. And the last one. Back and hold it. You can reach your hands towards your feet, flex your foot towards your face, feel that huge stretch all the way up the back of the leg. Sink your head down, sink your chest down towards the leg, and get a bit of a stretch in your back as well. Hold that there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Rock it forward. Come down onto both knees now, and we're going to bring ourselves seated on the mat. So while we're seated on the mat, we're going to sit down on the bony parts of our bum. We're going to have our feet about shoulder width apart, so a bit of space between our feet here. Heels are really glued down into the mat, so press your heels down, sit up really, really tall. Lengthen through your spine, then roll your shoulders away and bring your hands out from your chest. Palms facing towards each other, thumbs up towards the ceiling. Now from the bony parts of the bum, I'm going to take a big inhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to roll off the bony parts of the bum. So I roll my hips forward. I start to scoop my tummy back, scoop my chest back, roll back into a C-shaped position. When I'm back here, I'll take a big inhale. And then as I exhale, I'm going to start to roll back up. Staying in that C-shaped position until my shoulders are over my hips. Stack the spine up, roll the shoulders back, and then I'll go again. Big inhale. Exhale, roll off the bony parts of the bum. Tuck the tailbone under, scoop the tummy back, scoop the chest back, but keep the arms reaching out from the shoulders. Look towards your belly button, big inhale, and then exhale all the way forward. Stack the spine, and then we go again. Now, as we're doing this movement, sometimes we can get tired and we start to let our shoulders shrug up to our ears. So always make sure you have that bit of space before you come back up. Keep moving in your own time. I'll keep talking here and cueing. As you're going back, you may start to feel your tummy wobble and shake. That's perfectly fine. We've got lovely stabilizing muscles in our core, which will switch on to try and keep us steady. And sometimes there's a wobble and shake as they try to adapt and strengthen. So if there are wobbles and shakes, that's all good. That's where the body is trying to adapt and get stronger. Now on your next one, I want you to go down into your C-shaped position, somewhere you can hold and hold well. So you don't have to be as far back as me, or you can go further back than me. From here, we're going to inhale, arms up overhead, exhale, hands back down. Then again, inhale, arms up, exhale, hands down. We'll go for 5. Inhale up, exhale down. For 4, for 3, for 2, and the last one. Hands forward, roll forward, stack the spine up, roll the shoulders away. We're going to do that again, so we're going to go back down, we're going to add a bit of rotation. So big inhale, sitting on the bony parts of the bum. As you exhale, roll off the bony parts of the bum. Scoop the tummy back, scoop the chest back, arms still reaching forward. From here, I'm going to take a big inhale. Exhale, I'm going to open my left arm out, rotate to the left, inhale to center. Exhale, rotate to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale to center. We'll go for 4. For 3. For 2. And the last one. Hold it in center. Now from here, really plant that left foot down. Right leg comes to tabletop. Knee over the hip, shin in line with my mat. From here, I'm going to rotate again to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center, go for 4. Really try to work on that balance, using that breath to help you. Your core is working really hard here, and your low back is getting a lovely stretch here. Last 2. And the last one, hold it in center. If you need to take a rest, you can drop both feet down, rock yourself forward. Otherwise, plant that right foot down, left foot comes up. Big inhale, exhale, open out to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right, inhale to center. Exhale and inhale. Try to keep that leg up as best you can. Now if you need to drop the feet down, that's fine. Keep rotating. Last one, hold it in center. Now if you can, let's try both legs. You can keep changing if you need to. Otherwise, both legs tabletop. Reach the arm out, back to center, and out, back to center. Inhale to center, exhale to change. Now for full advancement, you can lengthen those legs. For the last 4, last 3, nearly there, last 2, and last one, hold in center. Deep breaths for 4, 3, 2, and 1. One foot goes down, other foot goes down, roll yourself forward. Stack the spine, and then you can just rest your head between your knees. Reach your hands forward or reach them back behind you and take a few deep breaths. Now from here, we'll just ease out the back. So if you lengthen your legs forward so the legs are straight, and then just put them as wide as your mat, so about shoulder width apart. Sit up really, really tall on the bony parts of the bum, and the hands come out in front. Now this time, once you go to your C-shaped position, we actually go all the way back to lying down, so we'll ease the back out nice. Sit up really tall, big inhale, and then exhale. I'm going to roll off the bony parts of the bum. Keep your feet glued to the mat. I'm going to start to peel down. One disc at a time, all the way to the bottom. Once my head is planted, reach your arms back behind your head. Hands come up, tuck your chin in, big inhale. Exhale, I'm going to curl my head up, curl my shoulders up, my upper ribs, my lower ribs, mid back, low back. Sit up tall onto my tailbone. Hands can come forward, I can reach forward all the way between my feet, as far forward as you can. And then slowly stack your spine back up to the top. Reach your hands up. Big inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin in. Roll off the bony parts of the bum. Look towards your belly button. Roll the low back down. Roll your mid back down. Lower ribs, upper ribs, shoulders, head. Reach the arms, and then we'll do it again. Big inhale. Exhale, arms come up. Tuck the chin in, look towards that belly button. Shoulders, upper ribs, lower ribs, mid back, low back, tailbone comes up. Reach the arms forward, start to reach forward between your feet. All the way forward as far as you can. And then slowly stack the spine up. We'll do 2 more. Big inhale, exhale, roll off the bony parts of the bum. Tuck the chin in, round out. Rolling down disc by disc. Really think about massaging your spine onto the mat. Reach the arms back. And again, tucking the chin in, curling up. Sitting up tall. And then reaching the hands forward. And the last one. Now try and keep your legs as straight as possible. Try and keep those feet attached to the mat. And use your breath. I like to exhale as I roll. Inhale when I'm at the bottom. Exhale as I roll back up to the top. Inhale when I'm at center. And then exhale as I reach through. Sit up tall, roll the shoulders away. Now for this next exercise, we have our hamstrings nice and warmed up, our spine is nice and fluid. What I want you to do is just have a little look around, make sure there's nothing there that you can hit around you so that you've got plenty of space. The next move we're going to do is called rolling like a ball, really nice move for our spine. So what you're going to do, if you sit a little bit more forward just towards the front of your mat, sit up on the bony parts of the bum, and what you're going to do is bring your heels together, big toes together, and then walk your feet in towards your groin. Hold onto your feet with your elbows inside your knees and sit up really, really tall. Roll the shoulders back, chest is open. From here, all I'm going to do is a little rock back up to my shoulders and then sit back up. So it might take a few to warm up. So again, you're going to rock back and then come to seated up on the bony parts of the bum. Try and hold onto your feet all the time, and don't panic if you don't get this one today. And again. You want to feel the discs of your spine roll back one by one and bring you back up. Big inhale to start, and exhale, roll back. We'll go for 3 more. For 2. And last one. Now from here, you can keep your hands on the inside of your feet or hold the outside. We're just going to roll back. Bring your knees in towards the outside of your shoulders and take your hands to the outsides of your feet. Now what I'm going to do is spread my ankles far apart, about shoulder width apart. And I'm just going to rock myself from side to side. Now don't worry if you have a little wobble, we all have little wobbles in class. But you just want to rock your pelvis from left to right. It's a really nice stretch for the hips, really nice opener for the pelvis, and we'll just ease out the back. Do that there for another 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bring your feet together and just pop your feet down to the mat. Now we're going to set ourselves up for a little bit of ab work, okay? So what we're going to do from here is just bring both legs into tabletop. So right leg comes up and left leg comes up. From here then, I'm going to take my hands to mid-thigh level. Tuck my chin in. I'm going to take a lovely big inhale. As I exhale, I'm going to look towards my belly button. Keep my chin tucked in. I'm going to lift my head, neck and shoulders up. So I don't just lift my neck and head, I lift my head, neck and shoulders up. Big inhale. Lower back down. Big exhale, curling up. Inhale, releasing back. Then again, exhale, lift up. Inhale, release back. Move your ribs towards your hips as you lift. Create space between ribs and hips as you rest. Go for another 3. For 2. And last one, hold it up here. We're going to take our left shin in towards our chest. Reach your right leg forward. Now you can go higher with your leg to make it easier. Go lower with your leg to make it harder, okay? You can go about mid-level is generally okay for most people. From here, I'll take a big inhale, keep my shoulders off the mat. Exhale, I'm going to change legs. Big inhale, exhale, I'm going to change. Inhale, exhale, change. Inhale, exhale, change. We'll go for 8, for 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Both knees in towards the chest, rest it down. Roll the shoulders back. You can give yourself a little baby rock side to side here if you need it. From here, legs back to tabletop, hands mid-thigh, big inhale. Exhale, you're going to curl up. This time we're going to try straight leg. So I'm going to take my hands to the back of my right leg. I'm going to reach it towards the ceiling as straight as I can manage. Left leg's going to reach out. Big inhale, exhale, I'm going to switch legs. Take your hands to the back of the leg that's coming towards you. Give it a little squeeze towards you. Feel the stretch in the back of the thigh. And then change. And again. Now if you're struggling here, rest your head, neck and shoulders down. And you can do tabletop again, bringing the leg in and out. So there's always modifications. Just try to keep moving if you can. We'll go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Knees into the chest, rest down. Little baby rock from side to side. Now from here, legs to tabletop again, hands mid-thigh. Big inhale, exhale, we're going to curl up. This time I'm going to bring both knees in towards my chest. Big inhale, exhale, I'm going to reach the legs out, reach my arms out. Inhale, draw back in. Try and keep those shoulders up. Exhale, I'm going to reach it out. Inhale, draw it in. Remember, the lower you go with the legs, the harder it's going to be. So go higher with the legs to make it easier. go that bit lower to make it more challenging. If you need to switch back to single leg here, if it's too much for your hips, go for that. And again, you can always rest the head or put a cushion underneath your head if needed. We're going to go for 6. Exhale, reach, inhale, draw back in for 5. For 4, nearly there. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Draw it back in, rest the head down. Give yourself a baby rock from side to side. So now the core should be nice and warm. We're going to work a little bit of the obliques, so the sides of our core. So we're going to go back, it's similar to single leg stretch, but this time we're going to have our hands behind our head, elbows out wide, legs to tabletop. Big inhale, exhale, I'm going to curl up, head, neck and shoulders lift up. Big inhale, exhale, I'm going to bring my right elbow to my left knee, reach my right leg forward, inhale to center. Exhale, I'm going to reach and twist, inhale to center. Exhale, switch, inhale, center. Exhale, switch, inhale, center. Go for 6, for 5, for 4, nearly there. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. Bring it to center, knees to the chest, baby rock side to side. So now we've worked our deep stabilizing muscles in our core. We've worked all our lovely muscles in the front of the core and the sides of the core. The last thing we're going to do in our ab series today is a bit of endurance work for our core. So get it really, really strong and stable for a good length of time. So from here, what I'm going to get you to do is bring your legs to tabletop again. Now if anyone's struggling to hold the legs on tabletop here, drop your heels to your bum, bring your knees in towards your chest. That'll take the pressure off the hips, okay? You can always put a little cushion underneath your bum for this one as well if you need it, just underneath your tailbone, just if you're struggling holding this position, okay? From here then, hands to mid-thigh, big inhale, tuck the chin in, exhale, we're going to curl up. You can always do this exercise with the head down for some of the repetitions again if you need to. To advance the exercise, legs straight out. I'm going to do tabletop today. What you're going to do is inhale for a count of 5, exhale for a count of 5. It's Pilates 100, so it's 100 counts. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in, head down, baby rock, side to side. Take a few deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. We'll do a little stretch here, ease out everything. So if you spread your feet nice and wide as your mat. If you don't have a mat, just go beyond shoulder width apart. Open your hands out wide, left and right, palms up towards the ceiling. And you're going to let both knees fall towards the right and look towards your left. So I'm getting a really big twist in my hips, all the way twisting through my spine. And try to keep your shoulders down and relaxed. Inhale, bring the knees to center. Exhale, let them fall to the opposite side. And look in the opposite direction to what they're falling. And again, inhale to center. Exhale to change. And again, inhale to center. And exhale to change. Bring the knees to center now. We're going to bring the feet nice and close towards your bum. And have your feet together, your knees together today. So we're going to do our bridging sequence today, but different to what we've been doing all along. We're going to have our feet together and knees together. It's just going to feel a little bit different for the hips, the back and the hamstrings, okay? Hands relaxed down by your sides, or if you want to advance this week, You can try bridging with your arms up in the sky. Just challenges the stability a little bit more. If you do it and it feels too wobbly, even try just bend at the elbows, hands off the mat today. We often use our hands as anchors to push down into the mat to help us lift up or help us stabilize. So if you feel like you've got that now, bend at the elbows or arms straight up. If you're still feeling a little shaky in your bridging, hands flat to the mat, okay? From there, just roll your shoulders back, open out your chest, and then just let your chest and shoulders relax. Tuck your chin in so we've got a bit of length in the back of the neck, and have your feet as close to your bum as you can manage, okay? From here, we're going to take an inhale. When we do, roll your hips to your belly button so my back is completely flat on the mat. As I exhale now, I'll stand into my feet, I'll let my hips lift up, and I'll let my knees move forward. I'll keep my breastbone relaxed as best I can. Big inhale. Exhale, I'm going to roll down, peeling through my spine, just like we did in our spine stretch, just like we did in our C curve, and as we did rolling like a ball earlier in class. All the way to the bottom. Big inhale at the bottom. Roll your hips to your belly button, plant your back on the mat. Exhale, peeling up. Peeling the tailbone, low back, mid back, lower ribs, upper ribs. Inhale at the top. Exhale, peeling down. Inhaling at the bottom. Exhale, rolling up. Both hip bones lift together. Both hip bones lower together. Now, because we have our feet together, it might feel a little easier this week. You might feel more stable, and you might find it easier to push into both feet together, evenly through the left and right. If you don't worry. Just spread your toes and really press down, toes all the way through to your heels to give yourself that lift. And if you're not sure if your hips are wobbling or shaking, or if one's lower than the other, pop your hands on your hips. We want both hips to be the same height, and we don't want any wobbling and shaking. So if you need to slow it down, slow it down. If you need to come up just halfway today, that's fine too. We'll go for 2 more. And the last one. We're going up to the top, we're holding it here. From here, put all the weight and focus into that left leg. Right leg comes to tabletop. From there, reach the leg towards the ceiling if you can. Stay in tabletop if you need to. From here, inhale, reach the leg forward, knees in line. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale forward, exhale, bring it back. We go for 4 more. And 3. Keep the hips balanced as you do this. Last 2. And the last 1. Bend the knee, pop the foot down, place it right next to your left foot. Stand into that right foot. Left leg comes up, reach the leg. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And the last one. Bend the knee, pop the foot down. Big inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down. When you get to the bottom, give your knees a little hug in towards the chest. And give yourself that little baby rock from side to side. Now from here, lengthen your left leg forward so it's straight. And bring the right leg to tabletop. Place your hand on your left hip. We're going to try and keep that left leg as steady, or left hip as steady as can be, while we do our leg circles with our right leg. Bring the right thigh bone towards you, out the side, down around to the front, across the other side, and around. So the right thigh bone comes towards me, reaches out the side of my mat, reaches the front of my mat, across the left side of my body, and back. So that's all you're doing in your leg circles. You're mobilizing your thigh bone in your hip socket. You might notice that even though you're working your leg and you're moving, mobilizing your hips, your shoulders might try to kind of twinge and move. So just roll your shoulders back, let them relax into the mat, but just take note how the opposite ends of the body do work to help you stabilize and balance. If you can here, try a straight leg for your circles. If it feels too limiting, stay with the tabletop. Now when you're ready, we're going to reverse it. Take it the opposite way around. And breathing. You might like to exhale as you go around and inhale as you come back to center. Last two. And the last one. Bend the knee. Pop that right leg down, straight out in front. Hand comes onto the right hip so we can make sure it stays steady. Left leg to tabletop. From here, left thigh bone comes towards me, out the side of my mat, down around the front, out across the opposite side, all the way around. Now, if you felt better with the straight leg or a little bit more challenged but comfortable, you can switch to straight leg now straight away if that feels good for you. If you tried straight leg on the other side for just a few repetitions, you can wait until that point to do it here as well. And you can always stay in tabletop. For another two. Exhaling as I go around, inhaling as I come back to center. And then reversing it. Deep breaths. Going for another three. Try and keep those shoulders steady. For two. And the last one. Reach the leg out. And then draw both knees in towards the chest. Little baby rock side to side. Now bring just one knee into your chest. Rock your hips back. And then rock forward up to seated. From here then, what we're going to do is sit up nice and tall in center. Cross one foot over the other. Now, if this is really uncomfortable for you to sit like this, you can always keep one foot out, just tuck one foot in. You can keep the legs out in front, maybe a little bit open. But if it's good for you to sit like this, we're going to sit like this to start. Okay, so cross the feet in, whatever is most comfortable for you. Now, we want to be sitting on the bony parts of the bum. If you find it really hard to sit on the bony parts of the bum like this, put a little cushion underneath your bum. You'll be able to lengthen through your spine a little bit more then. So sit up really, really tall, roll those shoulders back. And we're going to take the hands behind the head. Elbows are going to be wide. I'm going to take a big inhale. As I exhale, I'm going to bring my right elbow to center, left elbow behind me. Inhale to center. Exhale, I'm going to twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, I'm going to twist. And inhale to center. So we're really focusing on the upper part of the body. From your shoulders up, that's where you want to get the most rotation here. You may feel your mid-back moving, and that's great if we can get movement there. We'll go for another three. Try and keep your shoulders away from your ears for two. And last one. Bring it to center. Hands can come down, roll your shoulders away. So if you're like me and you're really tight in the shoulders, you might find in this exercise the shoulders just start to creep up to the ears. Relax. Remind yourself, if you need to stop, pop your hands down, just drop the shoulders and join back in when you're ready. Next thing we're going to do now that we've got a bit of movement in, is try to lengthen the body side to side. Take those hands behind your head again. This time I'm going to lift my right elbow up, drop my left elbow down. But I'm going to try and keep my chest facing forward as best I can. So big inhale as I lift up this time, because I'm creating all that space. I'm going to feel this ribs and hips separate on that right side of my body, ribs and hips together on the left. Bring it to center. And then reach, left elbow up, right elbow down. And bring it back to center. So find your breath. For me, I like to inhale as I lean on this one, exhale as I come back to center, but it might work differently for you. So in Pilates, I'll only ever recommend a breath. Everyone's body is different. So what works for me might not work for you. So test out the breath. The main thing is the length of time you're moving in one direction, do an inhale or an exhale. Length of time you're coming back, an inhale or an exhale. So really you just want your breath to match your movement. Don't worry if it's an inhale or an exhale that suits you better. Go for three. Keep the elbows wide. For two. And the last one. roll the shoulders away. From here, spread your feet nice and wide. Big toes up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to bring the hands out wide. Thumbs up towards the ceiling here as well. Big inhale. Exhale, I'm going to twist. Reach my right baby finger for my left baby toe. Hinge 1, 2, 3. Bring it back to center. Going to rotate. Hinge 1, 2, 3. And back to center. You rotate. Pulse 1, 2, 3. Bring it back. Rotate. 1, 2, 3. And back. We go for 2 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Back to center. Roll the shoulders away. Now the next thing we're going to do is a side plank. So you're going to bring yourself back onto your mat. You can go up on your hand if you have an issue with your wrists and it's really getting to you. You can roll your mat up and then place your hand on the rolled up part of your mat. It'll give a little bit of extra support for your wrists. If you do that and you still find it's a bit too much weight on your wrist, drop down to your elbow is absolutely fine. I'm going to start up on the hand and then I'll show during the elbow for anyone who is modifying today. So we're going to go up on the hand and we're going to reach our bottom leg straight out, okay? Lift the hips up. So I want to have my hips pressing forward, so your top hip pressing forward. You would want to have your wrist just ever so slightly forward of your shoulder. So mine is a little bit too far out now, I'll bring it in. And here we are. From here, back foot is down behind your front leg. Lift it over and lift it back. Lift it over and lift it back. We'll go for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and last one. You can rest down. Make sure you have good grip for that bottom foot. You're going to lift up again, bottom leg straight, top leg goes on top. I'm going to reach my arm over, lift my hips up, bring my hand down to my hip, dip my hips down. Lift the hips up, as the arm reaches up, lengthen your spine, hand comes down, hips come down. For 4, for 3, for 2, and last one, reach and hold. For 6, hips forward, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes down, drop the hips. Bring yourself over just to the other side. Again, you can go down to the elbow if you need to, or you can roll the mat up. If you're down on your elbow, try and have your elbow again a little bit away from your shoulder. So when you lift up, you're not putting all the weight down on your elbow instead, okay? You have that bit of space still. Again, I'm going to go up onto the hand. And you're going to have your back foot flat to the mat as you lift up that hip. Make sure you have good grip. I'll make sure I'm on my mat. And then when you're ready, back foot comes over and comes back. Over and back. Your top hand can be in the air, can be on your hip, wherever feels good for you. For 3, for 2, and last one, place it on top of that top foot. When you're ready then, arm reaches up, lengthen, lift your hips, hand comes down, hips dip. Arm comes up, reach, arm comes down and dip. Up and reach, down and dip. Last 3, last 2, and last one. Reach and hold. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand comes down, pop your hand to your mat. Have your hands about shoulder width apart, knees nice and wide. You can sit your bum back onto your heels and reach your hands forward. Sink your head down towards the mat. Take a few long, deep breaths. Make sure your knees are nice and wide. Sink your chest down a little further. And then from here, we're going to come up into a table position. From your table position, you can lower down onto the mat. Legs are straight out behind. Turn on the muscles in the fronts of your thighs. Turn on the muscles in your calves. Point the toes back. So your toes will be lifted off the mat here. I'm keeping my hands to the sides of my chest. My head comes down to the mat. What I'm going to do from here is I'm going to nod my head up like I'm saying yes to someone, or lifting my gaze up to someone standing in front of me. Nodding my head up, lifting my head. Once my head is up, I can start to push into my hands. I can start to lift my chest. I can start to open out my heart to the sky. Press my hips down, open out my collarbone. Big inhale. Exhale, I can start to lower. Bending the elbows, lowering through the stomach, lowering through the chest, bringing my head down. Then again, nod your head up, roll your eyes up, lift your gaze, look up, roll the shoulders down the back, lift the chest, lift the eye focus. Big inhale, exhale back down. And again, lifting up, curling up, reaching through those arms, and then releasing all the way down. One more time. Open your collarbone out, shoulders down the back, and release. From here, keep your hands where they are. Lift your bum up, keep your bum up high in the sky, and we're going to sink back into a shell stretch. Bony parts of the bum open out behind you. Sink your chest down and take a few long, deep breaths. Take your breath up into the bony parts of your bum. Feel them open out as you inhale. And come back to center with your exhale. From here, you can lift your head up. Keep your right or your left hand wherever it is. Bring your right elbow up outside your right shoulder, and then reach your right arm through. Right shoulder down to the mat. Reach as far through as you can. Bring that elbow back up higher than your shoulder, and then reach it through again. One more time. And back. Take your right hand forward now. Left elbow comes up, left arm reaches through. Shoulder down. As much rotation as you can, still opening out the bony parts of the bum behind you. Elbow comes up and reach. Last one. And reach through. Holding there for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Bring yourself up to standing now, 1 foot at a time, and just bring your hands towards your feet. You can sink your head between your shoulders and sink your chest towards your thighs. Spread your toes, give yourself a really good base and support. And then from here, we'll shake our head no. We'll nod our head yes. And then we'll just let our head hang down nice and heavy. Bend your knees as much as you need to spread your hands out in front of your feet. Spread your toes. Plant your feet and your hands into the mat. Now bend your elbows, bend your knees, sink down, and then press up. Bend the elbows, bend the knees, sink down, and then press back up. We'll go for 3. We're just easing out the back, the hamstrings, the hips. For 2. The last one, lengthen the legs up. Fingertips can lift up. And I want you to get full length in the backs of your thighs. Gently start to roll up. Standing into your feet a little bit more every breath to get your spine to lengthen higher up. When you get to the top, rolling your shoulders away. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up into the sky. Exhale, open out and around. And one more big breath up and out. And you're all done. Well done.